Today, your mother church celebrates the feast of Saint Bernard. Bernard means brave as a deer or strong as a deer. He is a pattern for all the beekeepers, candle makers, and he is also known as the honey sweet doctor for his eloquent preaching. At the age of 22, he joined as a monk in a seminary. He was growing nervously in his spiritual life. Within 3 years, the rectors of the monk can decide that he has grown more spiritually. At the age of 25, he was appointed as a head of the group of 12 monks. He served as a monk 37 years as an abbot life, means the rector of all the monks. Within his 37 years as a monk life, he founded 136 monasteries all over the world. Saint Bernard was associated with crusade. Pope ordered him to preach the crusade and did what the utmost eloquence, and he was success throughout France and Germany. That's why he is called honey sweet doctor for his eloquent speech. When Emperor conquered Third and his nephew, Bernard saw heard their preaching and they were setting their tears. His preaching was more powerful. Even those who heard his preaching all stand still to take a cross, and they were ready for all the crusades. Each step they were taking towards the crusades, they could see the multiple miracles on his way. At last, Saint Bernard, he said, a person who prays carelessly and yet expects his prayer to be heard is like a man who pours bad grains into a mill but expects to receive good flour in return. He says a person who prays carelessly and yet expects his prayer to be heard is like a man who pours the bad grains into a mill but expects to receive good flour in return. When you are to say rosary, in the rosary we have the prayer called Vinavai. This prayer traditionally was attributed to him that he was the one who formed that particular prayer. Later on it was promoted by St. Francis de Sales and Father Claude Bernard. The Gospels from the first reading, you can see one common thing. The first reading narrates the parable of tree. The tree was reaching out to various trees to rule over them. Jesus narrates the parable, the gospel of the landowner who approaches people at various moments. In these two readings, the Lord who approaches, the landowner approaches the voters. It means the Lord approaches the people. When we hear His word, the Lord approaches. When the Lord approaches, all our prayers will be heard. That's why St. Bernard, he said, a person who prays carelessly and yet expects his prayer to be heard is like a man